What's new, fat hay?
Today on Action Figure Times, Doc Owen and the League of Extraordinary Toymen examine Wave 3 of the DC Action League from Mattel. There's 4 2-packs in this set, and we're going to start off with the man among men, the Batman, and Deathstroke the Terminator. Now, I'm going to go ahead and you can kind of get a look at the packaging. There's Deathstroke and Batman. This is a straight repaint that I'll show you in just a second. Now on the back, it's got the other packs in the series. It's got a short little bio, which I'm going to read. I know I haven't been reading bios, and I know you can pause and look at them, but I've got to read this one. Deathstroke may be the perfect soldier, but he is no match for Batman's martial arts prowess. The Batman. Anyway, just had to bring that up there with that. Let's go ahead and get these open. It's nice packaging. It's got the this is for 3 and up. You can kind of see them from the side. I really like this series. Let me go ahead and pop this out of here. Let's first look at Batman. Now, as you get a look at him right there, you can, and I'll bring him in closer when we look at him for our closer look. That looks a little bit blurry. Oh, there we go. All right, so as you're seeing him, he's basically identical. And here, this is the one that just came out in Wave 2, I believe, that came out with the Joker. As you can tell, they are identical. This one's just pitch black. This one's in the blue. Hopefully they're going to do one in the middle. I'd like to have a gray and black Batman. That's probably my favorite Batman without the yellow oval. So anyway, that's the Batman in the set. Now for Deathstroke the Terminator, this one's kind of cool. Now the accessories themselves do not come loose, but he's got a sword there. His arms are moving up and down. Very cool paint application. You can see from the side there. You'll be able to get a closer look that when I bring this in closer. This is just a very, very neat figure of Mr. Wilson. He stands fairly well. I mean, he is a very, very cool figure. So now let's take a closer look. Now here it is, the Batman in real close. Obviously, he has the waist joint. He's got the 2 arms. Head moves. Man, he looks great all the way around. He's got a little batarang there. Now, if I can bring this in, you can kind of look at them both and you can see just the difference, that there is really no difference at all except for the paint application. Now here we have Deathstroke the Terminator. You can see his bandolier right across there. He's got a nice looking belt on him. Nice paint application all the way around. He's got kind of the shiny metallic, just like he does in the comics, the chainmail. He's got a bow staff across the back that does not come loose. His sword looks like he's hit something with it bad. Took a chunk out of it. I don't know what that's about. You can see his little flyy things from his hood. And of course he only has one eye because the other one got poked out. But very nice paint application. I mean, it looks good all the way around. You can see the metallic paint. This is kind of a cool toy. Up next will be the second 2-pack in the series with Hal Jordan and Saint Walker. Now we have Hal Jordan and Saint Walker. Now this is a little bit different of a 2-pack with Hal Jordan. We've already seen a Hal Jordan released, if you remember, in Series 1 with White Lantern Sinestro. But here we have Hal, and this is going to be a curious figure to look at just because of the different things. Now on the back, it's got a picture of him and Saint Walker right there. Now we'll go ahead and open it up. Now first off, we'll look at Saint Walker first, because we'll save Hal for just a second. This is kind of a cool figure. To me, he looks like the dude, you know, in Jabba the Hutt's palace. I don't remember his name, Bib Fortuna maybe, you know, where Luke Skywalker used the Jedi mind trick to get him down in there. So maybe he got a different job after the Star Wars series quit. I don't know. But He's got his blue ring right there. He's got some gangly looking arms. Nice, you know, not much to the face, but I mean, if you read the comics, there's not much to his face anyway. He stands very well. Head turns, and I guess he could use that thing to, but yeah, of course he wouldn't attack Hal. But so there you have St. Walker. We'll look at him here in just a minute with a closer look. Now here we have Hal Jordan. Now this is the combination of him being a Blue Lantern and a Green Lantern at the same time. According to the bio, St. Walker gave him his ring. Now we have a construct actually on his fist, and oh, it comes off. Isn't that cool? Very, very cool. I thought it was kind of odd that he had a green construct on the blue side of his uniform. I thought it should have been more over here, but I also thought, well, you know, that you gave him a ring, so, I mean, you'd want to show it off. So as we look around, you'll get a better look at him in just a moment when we bring him closer. But they did a good job dividing the costume. Now, I'm not sure this is all together the way he looked in the comics. I'd have to go back and reread the issue. I could be completely wrong. But I thought he had more of a blend to the costume or not. But Hal's got his smirk in there, just like we've been seeing Ryan Reynolds smirk. Hey, I got to tell you, that movie's looking better and better with every clip. Have you seen the new one that just came out? Man, that was cool. I think it was on May 4th. But anyway, let's take a closer look at these two. Now, here we have St. Walker. Very, very good paint application from what I can see. You know, that really is a much better head sculpt than what I thought. You know, I hope his brain is up in this part of his head, not in this part of his head. I didn't think he had a brain that was that small. You can see his ring right there. I like this color blue on the uniform. Wish it was a little bit more metallic, but hey, I'm just a metallic paint kind of guy. So there you have St. Walker. And now we have Hal Jordan, half Blue Lantern, half Green Lantern. I think they did an excellent job on this paint. It couldn't have been easy to put all of these together. As you turn him around, you can kind of see, or you make sure you see his ring right there. As you turn him around, you can kind of see how even in the back they've got his collar, and they didn't smudge his collar this time. I think the last time there might have been a little bit of paint on the back of Hal. Now we have, as we swing him around, we can see the construct, which is really made to fit on the blue hand, which you can see because of the thumb and the indentation there. Do you think it's kind of strange that the Hope hand has this construct with like razor blades and things on it? I mean, what's Hal saying? Is he saying like, I hope you have medical insurance because I'm going to cut you up like a ribbon? I hope you say goodbye to your mama today because you ain't never going home? I mean, what is he trying to get him to hope with a fist like that? But all in all, this is very cool and an excellent paint application. All right, now let's look at Kilowog and Zilius Zox. Now we're looking at Kilowog and Zilius Zox. I have to be honest with you, I'd never heard of Zilius Zox. I think I might have seen him one time in The Blackest Night or one of the War of Lanterns or something, but he's kind of a funny looking guy. Kilowog actually is one of my favorite lanterns, so I was very, very glad to get him. So here you have the 2-pack on the back. You kind of get an indication. It says that Zilius Zox was transporting Sinestro to Kogarur. That's so evidently he kind of got ambushed there when he was transporting Sinestro. Kilowog did, because I just don't really think this little beach ball of a dude could have done much to Kilowog. But let's go ahead and take it up and look at him. Now, let's pop both of these out of there. He is by far the biggest of the figures that we've had so far. Here's a regular Hal Jordan for comparison. Man, you can see, I mean, the difference in the size of these two. But let's go ahead and look at Kilowog. There you have him right there. You can see he's got his ring. He is massive, right? His head does not turn at all. Actually, this one actually looks more like Kilowog from the comics than the movie adaptation does. I really wish they'd have made Kilowog look more like this in the movie. But hey, that's just me. He twists at the waist. Massive fist with a massive ring. I'll show you more when we look at it in close. And here we have Zilius Zox, which to me he ought to be called Beach Ball Boy. This little guy ambushed Kilowog. This guy's a few, you know, a few fries short of a Happy Meal because, I mean, what does he think he is? I mean, come on. Come on. But this is Zilius Zox. There is not much to him, though they did give him some arms that move. So here we have Kilowog. I really do like his face sculpt. I mean, this is really, it's nice. He's got the little fat rolls right there. That's kind of neat. He's got these massive fists, that massive ring. Man, he's a big dude. All the way around, looks like he's got some nice paint apps. I have to say, it does look like they've tightened up their paint apps on these. This has a little bit of, I don't know, almost like it hasn't been cleaned or something on the back. So I'm not exactly sure what that is. Now let's see if I can bring these two together in here. And you can kind of see the size difference in the two. I mean, that dude is huge. So anyway, now we've got Zilius Zox. Now, I mean, he is an ugly looking dude, but I still don't think he ought to be taking on Kilowog. You know, he's got the teeth, the mouth is open, the tongue looks like it's three-dimensional as well. He's got the ridged eyebrows across here. Feet do not move at all. All right, we have the final 4-pack, and this one is going to feature Batman, or excuse me, Superman. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that I have ever shamed Batman by calling Superman Batman. I mean, Batman would never renounce his U.S. citizenship. Anyway, this is Batman, this is Superman and Wonder Woman. Now, I really like this. It says that they're both founding members of the Justice League, which brings up an important point. I've got a question. Superman was in Wave 1. I understand that Superman is an anchor figure, but what about Wonder Woman? I honestly believe that Wonder Woman could have carried this 2-pack on her own, and we wouldn't have needed to see the Superman. Now, they might have been trying to work more of a kid-friendly one into the mix, but really, this was a waste of the Superman figure. We should have seen this much later on, and it was a waste of a slot, in my opinion. All right, you can kind of see here the Superman basically is identical to Wave 1. He does have the nice S. Could have used a little bit better face sculpt. There's no iconic S on the back. He does come with a stand so that he can simulate he's about to start flying. He does have a nice belt. His arms move, his head moves, and I believe he twists at the waist. Yeah, okay. I was trying to remember from the first one. But anyway, so there. Okay, all in all, I don't think this is a bad sculpt at all. I wish she just didn't have the pointy eyes, but they're indicative of the series. She's got a nice belt. They even put a few stars on her briefs. She's got that's actually sculpted on her bustier, the simulated WW. She's got her bracelets on, Amazonian basis, big thick feet just like the rest of them, and high heel shoes. But look at the way that hair and that sweet, I mean, this is really, now she does not twist at the waist. All that moves is her arms, and I think her head moves, yeah. I mean, but really, this is probably my favorite in the series, next to, I'd have to go back and really think about it. So there you have Wave 3. Brought a lot of pluses and a lot of new things for the third wave of the DC Universe Action League from Mattel. We got our first construct, first female figure, first Blue Lantern figure, first figure with, I don't know if any of the other figures had weapons. Oh, Green Arrow did, excuse me. This was really a good set. I think that we didn't necessarily need the repainted Batman, but I can understand this. Superman, I do not understand at all. But these are very, very nice figures and worthy of a look. I like the fact that they added a little extra construct. They didn't have to do that. All in all, I highly recommend you purchase this series and get involved with these. Also, don't forget to go to the page because I will have close-up photos of each and every one of these figures when the column posts. This is Doc Owen from Action Figure Times reminding you to be extraordinary and go find the Wave 3 Action League from Mattel.